All right, shalom, shalom. Call hello Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakaha Kradash. Shalom and salutations and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, where I continue to learn this 100% truth from. Yahweh Shem, Yahweh Shai, Barakatham, the water for your sacrifices and the water for your lessons. Shalom also to the elder bishops. Yahweh Shem, Yahweh Shai, Barakatham to you as well. The water for your sacrifices and your lessons. Also, I want to say shalom and salutations to the elders and the prophets, the teachers and evangelists also of Great Millstone, where I continue to learn this 100% truth from. Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatham. And last but not least, shalom to the speckled bird, confused face, the Akim and Akwa, who continue to listen and learn, the Akim on the highways and byways, and last but not least, the elect. Back again with another lesson, praying that you be edified. And I was going to play what I just heard on the TikTok, but I already kind of got my lesson together that I wanted to give, but I just thought this was interesting to hear because it's about what's going on and what's happening. So let's just take a listen and go from there.
Check this out, my friends. You got to hear what she says next because it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop there. She's going to connect your bank account with your digital ID. And your digital ID, she's going to talk about how it's going to be connected to literally everything you do online. And so when the crisis comes, and she's about to tell you what it looks like, people will beg for this system. Let's keep watching.
Those are going to be the narratives that come out of this event, and that's going to be a way to force onboarding both onto digital currency that can be tracked to stop terror financing or things of that nature. And also we have to know who everybody online is, or we have to know who everybody is interacting with these systems. We need digital ID. It's very much tied up with efforts to regulate the internet. The idea is to have a government-issued ID be necessary for you to access the internet. And in doing so, they know not just what you're posting and saying online, they know what information you're reading online as well. But the difference is once it's directly connected to a government issued ID, they could prosecute you for things like publishing misinformation and all of that. And there's actually been pushes from people like former Google CEO Eric Schmidt to punish people who publish alleged disinformation, and that the need that it's necessary to have IDs connected to social media accounts and to people's internet access as a means of facilitating those kinds of arrests or law enforcement activity. Well, there's a couple of reasons why I think they'd want to have private banks have like a major role in this digital currency system to come. If there's a private sector entity banking you and managing your money, it's much easier for them to bank you than the federal government. So for example, if the Federal Reserve were to do a direct issue CBDC, it would be harder for them to freeze someone's bank account or debank them in any sort of significant way.
And let me remind you, they did this in Canada. I'll never forget how they froze bank accounts of the people that were those truckers, those blue collar, regular people, middle class workers, whenever they were protesting the fact that they did not want to take the COVID-19 vaccine. They didn't want it. They wanted to work. They wanted to provide for their families. And they themselves made their choice not to get vaccinated. But the government's like, oh, no, we're not forcing you to get vaccinated. But if you don't, you can't work. And if you can't work, you can't have money to feed your family. And so what they did is they protested, and they did a huge trucker protest in Canada. And Trudeau and his people froze bank accounts, ruined lives. And I'm telling you, that's not going to be the first time they're ever going to do this. This is coming. I believe things like that were a test, a pilot for what they're going to do in the future for anyone that goes against this system.
Opposed to a private company where you have, for example, the digital dollar in the United States is also going to be a public-private model. You'll have the Fed, the central bank, working with the private banks that own the Fed in the United States, and that will be the partnership between them will be the system.
So you see, we're getting closer and closer to that MOTB, man. We're getting closer and closer, and they're becoming more sloppy about what they're doing and letting this information out because they're losing their patience, and they got to move fast, man. They got to move real fast. So let's get some scriptures about the unrighteous. You know what I'm saying? So. We're going to start with Isaiah 10. And we're going to start with 1. And it reads, Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. And what will ye do in the day of visitation, and in the desolation which shall come from far? To whom will ye flee for help? And where will ye leave your glory? No one, because Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is about to whoop your chops and destroy you. And he's going to send Yahushua to do the work. Let's get Hosea. 9 and 7. And it reads in the NLT. The time of Israel's punishment has come. The day of payment is here. Soon Israel will know that all too well, because of your great sin and hostility. You say the prophets are crazy and the inspired men are fools. We are the inspired men who come out on the highways and byways and do this work. And we are the ones that we would like to be considered as righteous. But no one is good other than Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. But we try to do things in the righteous manner and, walk in the right way, that Yahweh Bashem Yahushua may have mercy on our souls. You know what I mean? So we come out and we do this work. But Israel, 2/3 of our people about to get ready to pay a heavy judgment, you know what I'm saying, because of what they have done and what they continue to do, which is break these laws, statutes, and commandments, blaspheme the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, and they don't fear the Lord, so therefore they despise wisdom and knowledge, and they're going to be destroyed for it. This is Yahushua speaking. This is Luke 19 and 44, and it reads, and I'll read it in the NLT. They will crush you into the ground and your children with you. Your enemies will not leave a single stone in place, because you did not accept the opportunity for salvation. And this is also what that lady was saying with the MOTB. To not take it is another way, is another form of salvation, because Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is going to put the spirit on you to not take that CHIP. And if you do, this is part of the judgment. You know what I mean? That Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is going to destroy you because of this. Because you will accept that. Psalms 94. And 20 in the NLT, and it reads, can unjust leaders claim that the Most High is on their side? Leaders whose decrees permit injustice, they gang up against the righteous and condemn the innocent to death. But Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is about to get ready to get us up out of here and avenge us. All praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua for this, man, because this place is way out of line, and it has to be destroyed. Psalms 58 and 2. Yea, in heart ye work wickedness. Yea, wait the violence of your hands in the earth. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they are be born, speaking lies. This is the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. And they, doesn't matter what country, or they all Edomites that are from the family of Esau. You know what I'm saying? So I don't care. My point was, I don't care if they're Russian or whatever it is that they are. They all are Edomites, and they have that mentality. They are as soon as they be born, they speak lies. So even though you may think that Babylon and Russia and Babylon's okay and it's going all right, and Russia is a righteous people, and righteous country, and this, that, and the third. No, they're Edomites, and they are going to be destroyed as well. Yahweh Shem Yahushua ain't playing no games with nobody. Isaiah 33:1. Listen to this right here. It says, the judgment of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the Most High. Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou waste not spoiled, and deadliest treacherously, and dealest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee. When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled. And when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee. And this is what is going to get ready to happen, especially if you take that seed. The Most High is going to what they call it, missile food, and that's what you're going to be. You're going to be missile food for those ICBM missiles. You know what I'm saying? And because you despise the Most High and you choose not to follow His ways and do what you're supposed to do and follow these laws, statutes, commands. I'm talking to you Israelites. The Most High is going to destroy you. This is what the unrighteous I'm talking about. You who strive to be unrighteous versus the 1/3 who strive to be righteous. You practice wickedness like the devil, and you're going to get a wicked judgment. But when it happens, though, when it get ready to go down, you're not going to want to accept it. I know a lot of you jakes, y'all play the game until there's no more game to play, and then it's the end, and you like, oh, no, well, no, I'm just playing. No. I know that sounds weird, but no. The Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, is not playing with you, man. You need to get serious and repent. Come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. Fear Yahweh Shem Yahushua and pray that He have mercy on you and your family if that's what you're dealing with. Habakkuk 2:8 in the NLT. Because you have plundered many nations, because you have plundered many nations, now all the survivors will plunder you. You committed murder throughout the countryside and filled the towns with violence. What sorrow awaits you who build big houses with money gained dishonestly? You believe your wealth will buy you security, putting your family's nest beyond the reach of danger? Nope. Yahweh Shai is gonna, nobody can save you. It's no, you cannot be saved. Nobody's going to help you. If the Lord is not with you, you in trouble, B. If He's not with you, He's against you. This is Revelation 13:10, and it reads, anyone who is destined for prison will be taken to prison. Anyone destined to die by the sword will die by the sword. This means that the Most High's holy people must endure persecution patiently and remain faithful. It don't get no better than that as far as the scriptures being broken down for you to understand that you have to be obedient, have some integrity, have some respect for yourself. Let the Most High do what He does, and if it's supposed to work out for you, then it will. Sirach 34:22, and it reads, he that taketh away his neighbor's living slayeth him, and he that defraudeth the laborer of his hire is a bloodshedder. Okay? And we know for a fact that's you freaking wicked demonic devils that Yahweh Shem Yahushua has put into power. And now you're being you're being seen, you're being exposed for who you really are, and you don't like it. So now your next move is to get ready to come down with Salaki, with that pressure, with the sword, because you know it's a wrap. Let's get ready to finish this up. Ezekiel 35. And 6, and it reads, Therefore, as I live, saith Yahweh thy power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Sith thou hast not hated blood, sith thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. So when you have destroyed us, shedding our blood, our innocent blood, and doing the things that you have done to us, Yahweh Shem Shai is going to get ready to do it to you. That's why I read Sirach chapter 34, verse 22. And we just sitting back waiting, man. Jake, just be patient. Let the Most High do what he does, and it's about to go down. Jeremiah 49 and 7. And it reads right here, it says, prophecy against Edom. Concerning Edom, thus saith Yahweh, thy power of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? Yes, it is. It is vanishing. It is vanishing. We're going to jump down to 10. And it reads, But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren, and his neighbors, and he is not. Get ready to end it off, man. 2nd Esdras 6 and 9. It's classic. And it reads, For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. For all you unrighteous devils, Yahweh Shem Shai is going to get ready to judge you. And all you 2/3 niggas, I'm talking about you Native American Indians, you Latinos, and you Negroes, Yahweh Shem Shai is going to get ready to pass judgment on you. Last scripture. Isaiah 34 and 5. And it reads, For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment. The sword of Yahweh is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness and with blood, and with the blood of the lambs and goats. That's you Israelites and you Edomites. And with the fat of the kidneys of the rams, for Yahweh have a sacrifice in Bozrah, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. That's you Edomites. So your time is coming, man. You know what I'm saying? For all you unrighteous, we know who you are, the wicked, as far as Esau, but we also talking about you 2/3 as well. So I would like to say you're edified with that lesson. I'm going to say, Call Halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak, Radash. Shalom and salutations again and double honors to the elder apostles of GMS on down, and shalom to the elect. Shalom.